matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New York Jets. Set to go now on a snowy December night. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Fights through, and he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A huge play there right off the bat, and even 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. The Jets at 10-5 to start play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. They call him a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. At that 8-yard line. They'll run it again with Henry. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. Isaiah Likely the target that time. And now it's 2nd down. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
From the 50, here's Fields. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Fields. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Fields. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down. And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
They'll run with ball. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Ball again. And this time he's in for a Jets touchdown. So good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Batting that one away in coverage, that was Kyle Hamilton. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 of the league in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you talk about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Nnamdi Madubuike in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And fights through one man. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Smith catches left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Arian Smith, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets have retaken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But Derrick Henry all alone. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
3rd and 4.
From the gun, here's Fields. He's got his line back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Here we go, son. All right.
Back to throw. Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he finds finds his running back open downfield. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. Huge play there for the Jets. 43 yards.
First down.
Go.
Hall want to give up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jets have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's got his man on the out route. Down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. On his loop for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Jets. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, you're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. 2 yards on the pickup there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First down 10 at the 40.
A first down carry for Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop it right at the line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Jackson. It's caught. Inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Jackson going to keep it. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Just a yard on the pickup there that'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Jackson, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Luke now for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground. And space tough to come by there as they'll give maybe a yard to the 37. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. To throw is Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Jackson. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now 2nd and 3.
Now it's Jackson. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And he's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Jackson throwing once more. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now it's Jackson.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Corliss Waitman now. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
19 winning, 19 winning. Here you go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
This is intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing is Jackson.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jackson now. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Final play of the 1st half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that 1st half, they still have the lead.
And Andrews lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. Out of the gun, Fields.
Caught, it's Wilson. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Jets, first down.
Here's Fields.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. A nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
49-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Second down and 4.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. The 20. 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. 44 yards.
And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Now Fields going to run.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now it's Fields.
The ball comes out on the hit, but you'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Will McDonald, his second sack of the night. The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
One play action. Fields. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. He's got it to Williams. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go. Right.
Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 14. And the Ravens 1st down.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. On his loop for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
And they're on 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Arian Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin with Henry, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
60 bikes. Ready.
Back to throw. Presley. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. For the first time this season, he's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ready.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. Huh.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Smith catches left side. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ball again on 2nd down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the 1st down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the 1st down through hard work and effort anyway? 1st down.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. Here's Fields on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stopped the play right there in the middle of the field.
So nothing doing there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle.
He's got a full head of steam on his horse. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 97 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, they had it 4th and goal. Rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they're trying to get into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible. Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Here we go. All right.
On the draw, it's Hall. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down.
Here we go.
1st and goal at the
3-19.
6-yard line.
Go.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets get a bit closer.
Here we go.
Fields trying to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs are must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock,
so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
it certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Ravens, they improve their mark to 12-4 with one game to go. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping.